What's going on? This is Season 2, Episode 1 of The Brad Wolfe Show. Welcome back. Obviously, we have the NFL we want to talk about just to get us started. Let's start with the Thursday night game. Obviously, I've been off for a while because, I've been trying to get things back together and stuff like that. Let's look at statistics. Let's look at who led the games. Let's start with the Thursday night game. That was the Commanders and the Bears. My little short little box score roundup. Carson Wentz out with an injury now, missing 4 to 6 weeks with a broken finger. I'm not too happy. I'm not happy. Yeah, he sucks. I mean, come on now. But anyway, he was 12 of 22 for 99 yards, only a 66.3 quarterback rating. Brian Robinson Jr. is the story behind the Commanders right now. I mean, he helped the Commanders with 17 carries for 60 yards with a touchdown added in. Obviously, he may be a candidate to take over the starting running back job in Washington. That's my hot take, one of my hot takes. Terry McLaurin did not have a good night. We'll just leave that at that. 3 receptions, 41 yards. Cole Turner, 2 for 23. Tony Gibson, 3 for 18. Gibson is not the starting running back there. No. And then there was the Bears. Fields, 14 for 27 for 190. He did better than Commander Carson, yet the Commanders won 12-7. He had a 71.5 QBR or 28.1 QBR. Wentz's quarterback rating was 71.5, 14-27 for 190. Hold on just a second. Anyway, Fields led the team in rushing. That's kind of humiliating. If your quarterback's leading you in rushing. Khalil Herbert, he had 12 carries for 88 yards. Khalil Herbert, 7 for 75. David Montgomery, 15 for 67. Dante Pettis had 4 receptions for 84 yards. Mooney, 7 for 68. Cole Kmet, 1 for 15. David Montgomery, 1 for 13. And rookie Velus Jones Jr. had 1 for 10. So, really, the Bears are not performing well, I would say. Let's go into the everybody's been telling me to talk about this because I'm a Chiefs fan, so here we go. The box score was really glorious for both sides. Josh Allen had probably one of the best games of his career. 27 for 40 for 329. He was only sacked once for 11 yards. QBR is 60.5. Quarterback rating of 117.6. Singletary had a good game, 17 for 85. Josh Allen, 12 for 32. Just to roughly do those averages out, Allen averaged 8.2 yards per pass and 2.7 yards per rush. So that's really good for a quarterback. Obviously, Devin Singletary averaged 5 yards per carry. Stephon Diggs went off yesterday. I mean, the Chiefs could not cover him worth a crap. Well, that's because their defense ain't worth a crap. But anyway. Diggs, 10 receptions for 48 yards. Gabe Davis, 3 for 74. Dawson Knox, 3 for 37. Devin Singletary, 4 for 22. Reggie Gilliam, 3 for 80. I'm sorry I have to laugh at the defense. They suck. Khalil Shakir, 1 for 14. Yeah, it was a nuts game yesterday for Buffalo. Let's look at the Chiefs side of the story. Mahomes just did not have a great – he did all right. I mean, 2 interceptions. That was kind of the downside of the game for him. His quarterback rating was an 85.2. It's all right for Mahomes, but really? 25 of 40 for 338 yards, 8.5 yard average passing. CEH, 9 carries for 33 yards. That would suck. Patrick Mahomes, 4 for 21. And the rookie Isaiah Pacheco, 2 for 9. McKinnon did not do well. Juju Smith-Schuster and Travis Kelce had big games, guys. That's what I want to emphasize out here. Juju, 5 for 113. Kelce, 8 for 108. Hardman, 3 for 42. Let's look here. McKinnon, 3 for 29. Sky Moore had 1 for 24. The rookie out of Western Michigan looking pretty good. Noah Gray, the second-year tight end, 3 for 13. And, of course, Michael Burton. MVS did not have a single reception in this game. That's worth noting because MVS was one of the big signs of the offseason for Kansas City. And Justin Watson, another one of those that's earned Mahomes' trust, did not have a reception yesterday. What does that say about the Kansas City Chiefs? It really says a lot coming into the next few weeks. They do have their bye coming up, though, it looks like. I just looked yesterday, so. Anyway, one of what we expect to be one of the suckiest games of the year actually turned out to be pretty good. Let's look at the Niners and Falcons now. Obviously, the Falcons won 28-14 was the final score. Bills beat the Chiefs 24-20. Garoppolo 29-41 for 296. Jeff Wilson Jr. led the team in carries, 7 for 25. Deebo Samuel, 2 for 11. Jimmy Garoppolo, 3 for 11. Tevin Coleman did not do well. Ayuk is right. 8 for 83. George Kittle, 8 for 83. They both averaged 10.4. They both had the same. What the heck? Deebo Samuel, 7 for 79. Kyle Juszczyk, 4 for 33. Jawan Jennings, 2 for 18. The Niners looked all right. Ayuk is starting to break out, I think. I think this will be a better season for him come this season. So come more games. I think Brandon Ayuk will break out. George Kittle, he's obviously a star. Debo's a star. Juszczyk's a star that you don't want to miss out on. Jawan Jennings, not really, but I think Brandon Ayuk could break out this season. Let's look at the winner's side, the Falcons. Marcus Mariota, 13 for 14. That's actually pretty good. That's actually really good. His quarterback rating was 144.6, just based on that. For 129 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. That's good for Marcus Mariota. Caleb Huntley led the rushing. Tyler Algier doing pretty good as well. Mariota had pretty good. He accounted for 3 touchdowns. Huntley and Algier. Olamide Zacchaeus led the team in receiving. Drake London was kind of pedestrian. I have him on my fantasy team. He did not do well yesterday. Kyle Pitts was pretty pedestrian as well. That's the only receivers worth noting on the Falcons. But yet again, Mariota, 13 of 14. That is worth emphasizing because it's Marcus Mariota. He doesn't really perform that well. I think Desmond Ridder will take over later in the year. Patriots-Browns, guys. The Browns got stomped. Belichick has tied George Halas with a big win. And Bailey Zappi, I think, could take the starting job in New England. He was 34 for 34 for 309. No interceptions, a quarterback rating of 118.4. Ramondre Stevenson, 19 for 76. Tyquan Thornton, 3 runs for 16 yards. Obviously, they're trying to emphasize him more in the run game. But Ramondre Stevenson, I believe he is your starting running back of the future in New England for a while. Then they draft another running back in next year's draft. It kind of continues the cycle over and over and over again. Devontae Parker led the team in receiving. That's kind of a surprise. He hasn't really done much all year. 4 for 64. Hunter Henry, 4 for 61. Jonnu Smith, 2 for 61. Jacoby Myers, 4 for 60. Tyquan Thornton, 4 for 37. I think they said Bailey Zappi even had a reception. I don't know why, but Kendrick Bourne, 1 for 17. Ramondre Stevenson, 4 for 15. All right, let's go to the Browns side. Do we really want to look at these stats? I think so. I I think so, because it's worth noting Deshaun Watson will be coming back soon. Will he be as good as he was? That I will discuss probably on tomorrow's edition, which will be live. It will be a live stream. So that'll be interesting to see. Jacoby Brissett, 21 for 45 for 266, with a touchdown and 2 INTs. Not good news if you're a Browns fan. His quarterback rating was a pedestrian 54.5. Not good. Nick Chubb, 12 for 56 rushing. Kareem Hunt, 4 for 12. Donovan Peoples-Jones had 4 receptions for 74 yards. David Njoku, 3 for 58. They were obviously spreading out the ball pretty well. David Bell had one of his first receptions. I haven't heard much about him this year. But yeah, it was not a good day for the Browns. The big upset of the day, though. The Jets and the Packers. The Packers got beat 27-10. I laughed my butt off when I saw that score. But let's highlight the run game here. Obviously, Zach Wilson, 10-18 for 110. Breece Hall went off yesterday. Breece Hall, the rookie second-round running back. He has proved why teams shouldn't have passed on him in the first round. He fell right into the Jets' lap. 20 carries for 116 yards. He could be a candidate. I think he's one of my candidates for Offensive Rookie of the Year. That will be another topic I address tomorrow. Michael Carter, 6 for 41. Braxton Berrios, 1 for 20. Corey Davis, 2 receptions for 52 yards. CJ Uzomah, 2 for 17. Tyler Conklin, 1 for 16. Garrett Wilson did not do that well receiving yesterday. Yeah, who were their other 2 first-round rookies? We haven't heard much of them. Oh, wait. Sauce Gardner and Jeremiah Johnson. I've heard a lot about Sauce Gardner. He's your favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Tied for favorite is Breece Hall. So the Jets could win Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's a thumbs up for the Jets. I give them an A+ for that win. Let's look at the Packers side of the affair, though. Packers. They finally decided to pull Aaron Rodgers. It looks like he was 26 for 41 for 246. Had a quarterback rating of 88.1. Jordan Love, 2 for 4 for 8. Quarterback rating of 56.3. A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones had pedestrian days for them guys. A.J. Dillon, 10 for 41. Aaron Jones, 9 for 19. Obviously not a good day for the Packers receivers either. No 100-yard receivers for the Packers. Robert Tonyan, 10 for 90. Alan Lazard, 4 for 76. Aaron Jones, 3 for 25. Romeo Dubes, 4 for 21. Amari Rodgers, 1 for 14. A.J. Dillon, 4 for 11. Not a good day for Packers receivers. They got whooped. They got handed to them. Let's look at the Colts and Jags. Another good performance out of Trevor Lawrence, it looks like, but it just wasn't enough to beat the Colts. The Jags have fallen to 2-4 in their division. 2-4 overall, actually. Not 2-4 in their division, excuse me. Trevor Lawrence, 20-22 for 165. Travis Etienne, 10 for 86. Jermichael Hasty, 3 for 57. James Robinson, 12 for 54. Trevor Lawrence was 6 for 23. Jamal Agnew, 1 for 19. Zay Jones, 5 for 42. Evan Ingram, 5 for 40. Christian Kirk, 4 for 24. Not a good day for Jags receivers either. Trevor Lawrence is starting to spread out the ball a little bit. T. Jones, I don't know who that is. Tim Jones, never heard of him. 1 for 20. L. Farrell? Luke Farrell. Okay, I was trying to figure out who some of these guys on the Jags because I haven't heard of them. He was 1 for 11. So, yeah, not a great day if you're a Jags fan. Vikings and Dolphins. Dolphins are falling to 3-3. Let's look at the box score. Cousins had a good day, better than Mahomes, better than Allen, better than a lot of those quarterbacks that usually perform better than he does. 20 of 30 for 175, quarterback rating of 104.2. Dalvin Cook 13 for 77. CJ Ham 1 for 3. Alexander Madison only had 1 carry for 3 yards. Really? Justin Jefferson had a monster day, guys. 6 for 107. That Dolphins defense could not catch him. Obviously, Thielen and Osborne, they kept them in containment. They kept Irv Smith contained. They couldn't keep Dalvin Cook or Justin Jefferson contained. That's the key to the Vikings winning, is getting Justin Jefferson the ball. If you can't stop Justin Jefferson, you're not going to win against the Minnesota Vikings. And right now, it has been proven to be true. The Vikings only have 1 loss on the season. That is when Justin Jefferson really did not have a great game. Okay. Dolphins. Teddy Bridgewater was 23 for 34 for 329. Skylar Thompson, 7 for 13 for 89. Raheem Mostert, 14 for 49. Hill and Waddle guys went off. They did better than Jefferson, yet the Dolphins still lost. That proves that Tua is a good quarterback. Tyreek Hill, 12 for 177. Waddle, 6 for 129. No. Gesicki, 6 for 69. Chase Edmonds, 2 for 28. Alec Ingold. I think it's Alec Ingold. Alec Ingold, 2 for 10. It really did not look good if you're a Dolphins fan that you lost. You lost a fumble to Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle lost a fumble. That's not good. Bengals over the Saints, 30-26. Vikings won 24-16. Bengals 30-26. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's look at the Bengals team stats. Joey B goes off yet again. 28 for 37 for 300 yards. 126 quarterback rating. Joe Mixon, 8 for 45. Burrow had 4 runs for 25. Jamar Chase, yet again, the NFLSU, National Football League State University. That's LSU for you. 7 for 132, Jamar Chase. Wasn't there another receiver that went in the draft the year before that was also on that 2019 championship? Oh yeah, his name's Justin Jefferson. He went off yesterday too. It's just crazy looking at the way these guys go off anymore. Tyler Boyd, 6 for 66. T. Higgins, 6 for 47. Joe Mixon, 4 for 23. Hayden Hurst. All the Bengals receivers went over 10 yards. Hayden Hurst, Samaje Perrin. Yeah, nuts. My phone is malfunctioning at this current moment. The Giants stun the Ravens. Well, not really a stunner. Giants will look better. Lamar chokes yet again. Lamar, 17 for 32 for 210. Kenyon Drake, 10 for 119. Lamar ran 7 for 77. Dobbins, 7 for 15. Mark Andrews, 7 for 106. Likely had a good day. Demarcus Robinson, the former Kansas City Chief, decent. Josh Oliver, Devin Duvernay. I need to teach y'all how to pronounce it. I need to teach myself how to pronounce it. Let's look at the Giants. Danny Dimes. Oh, jeez. This just looks worse for Allen and Mahomes. Danny Dimes had a better quarterback rating than them. He had a quarterback rating of 112.1, 19 and 27 for once. Saquon, 22 carries for 83 yards. Daniel Bellinger led the team in receiving, followed by Wan'Dale Robinson. Slayton was in the back. David Sills even had a reception. The Giants are starting to spread the ball out. I think they could be a threat in the NFC. The Buccaneers get beat. Tom Brady loses. As Trubisky came off the bench. Brady, 25 for 40 for 243. Leonard Fournette, 21 carries for 63 yards. Godwin, 6 for 95. Evans, 4 for 42. And we need to get going here. Panthers, Rams, we beat the Panthers 24 to 10. Seahawks, Geno Smith leads them past Kyler Murray and the Cardinals 19 to 9. And the Eagles beat the Cowboys 26 to 17. That is your NFL scores for the day. And guys, it's been fun. It was a fun first season. And I hope y'all have a great night. Peace.